It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
Wow. Goosebumps, man. I got him.
FOX コーネリアのペパー将軍からのメッセージです。
急いでくれ。スターフォックスの将軍アンドルフが宣戦布告してきた。奴らはこの惑星コーネリアを支配し、ライラット系全てを我が物にしようとしている。我が軍だけではどうにもならん。
So what's the big deal, and why is Toys R Us already sold out?
God, I love it and I miss it so much. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry.
Give me a hell yeah!
Woo!
Frickin' what up, dude?
Hello there.
Ah, gamers. Happy Monday. It's good to see you and welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben. Hey! The Parvinator, Parvin.
Oh my God, we're back again.
What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Feels good to be back in the, the cockpit, so to speak, back in the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. Got a case of the Mondays, personally. I got like maybe just 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. I don't know, hard to say. Maybe some little micro naps in there, but I had no sustained sleep until like, 4 a.m., something like that. I don't know, you ever lie down and it's like, you're not conscious for the whole thing, but you know damn well it wasn't a deep sleep. You weren't. Anyway, enough about that. How you guys doing? Tater, what's up, man? Welcome.
Hello.
This one's for Dad. both my metaphorical dad, I guess most acutely it's for him. You know, this guy, put him back up there, or at least this mock-up of what what James McCloud would look like. You know, at its heart, this is a revenge story, or you know, someone getting vengeance for their father's, you know, I guess death, presumed death. You know, he's MIA. That's all we know. And then yeah, I guess it's also for my real dad too. You know, he's all right. He's all right. How was your weekend, guys? How you doing? I thought we have just a few medals left over until we finish everything that there is to do in the expert mode of this game, and I've never earned all those medals, even as a kid. I didn't spend much time in that mode, so we've only got a few left, and I was kind of thinking, you know, today maybe we really shoot for those levels that have the, you know, that still haven't yet earned a medal. And you know, I want to start doing some score attack on this thing maybe the next time we stream it, and we'll just do runs of it and just try to go for max score all the time. But we have a very specific goal of trying to get those medals on just the few levels that remain. And with the way that this game works, you know, we can't hit them all in one go. So let's see what we can do. That might mean that we don't do full runs today. We just try those levels and then, you know, reset. Then we'll see. I had a pretty good weekend. Decent. Felt restorative until this morning when I just couldn't sleep, you know, last night into this morning. That's okay. We'll get in and see what we can do. I do want to hit up the big soccer match. It starts in about an hour, although I don't think I'll catch the beginning of it.
Hello.
USA versus Belgium. This little thing called the World Cup. Right. How you doing, guys? Welcome. Gonna break into this coffee here in a little bit. I gotta start drinking it now before it's too late. That might have contributed to me not being able to sleep so well last night, but I drank it a little past my usual cutoff. You know, feeling good. It's a Sunday night. You know, no Sunday scaries. I'm ready to jump into the week. And then I didn't sleep, so. I wish I had a cat cam. Her new favorite spot. She's so, you know, I don't know what's the word here. She'll go through little phases of where she loves to sleep in this house, and currently it's down here in the corner of the room. She was sleeping on this little piece of sound foam that we had on the ground. But I didn't want her to be on that, not because I care about the sound foam, but because it's a crappy quality, and I knew that, you know, it just the stuff just disintegrates upon contact, basically. And, you know, she got on it, and she's just like, you know, rubbing the paw, you know, scratching as soon as she gets on it and getting settled into it. And I was like, okay, that's not really for a kitty. Sir Martin, what's up? Yeah, I hope you had a good 4th as well. I did. It was you know, we kept it pretty low key. Yeah, just kind of hung out, had a little wine. It was nice. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Happy Monday. All right. Yeah, what'd you guys do for the weekend? Anybody who can answer? You know, I know not everybody is able to do that right now, but yeah, I'm curious. What'd you guys do for the weekend? Hopefully everybody still got all the fingers and toes that they started the weekend with. Maybe you didn't have 10 before. I don't want to assume anything. Maybe you even have additional fingers and toes. That happens, you know. I'm jealous. We didn't shoot any fireworks, but I could hear them all around us. I thought I might go ride, you know, we might go ride our bikes to go see this really the big show here, but I just felt so tired from the week, you know, and like every now and then when a holiday hits, especially on a weekend or something, it's like or you know, if it can take up a weekday or something. Every now and then I'm like, okay, I need the rest part. You know, they're good for traveling sometimes, but I felt like I really, you know, I kind of wore myself down last week. So yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Awesome, Sir Martin. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the fireworks. Hey, Francisco, what's up, man? Welcome. Probably the most patriotic thing I did this weekend was I kind of rediscovered these shorts that I watched way back in the day. I remember them like maybe when I'm at the end of high school, around that time, and they were by his first name's Brad, right? Brad Neely. You probably remember these. He had a show that I think was maybe got a season or two that was on Adult Swim. Yeah, Brad Neely. But yeah, it was these little cartoons. It was the Professor Brothers, I think was the name of it. And he did some on the various founding fathers and American luminaries. And I had forgotten. I hadn't seen this stuff in so long. And I watched one about George Washington and then one about somebody more recent with JFK. I just they were like it's very of the time. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Francisco? Glad you're here. All right. So look, we only have a few more medals left in expert mode. We've got Katina, the Independence Day like level, Solar, the big sun in the center, Sector X, and then there's Sector Z. I usually skip Sector Z when I'm doing like a regular run through this stuff, but just because it's kind of a low, you don't really get a ton of hits on it. But yeah, we're gonna have to try to, we're trying to get them all in expert mode, so I don't know if we'll do a full run today. We'll see. Maybe we'll just try to shoot for these levels. Anyway, I guess I better get in and get us rolling. We're good on Corneria, so it doesn't really matter what happens here. This is just kind of practice. Anybody played the remake yet? I've caught just a little bit of footage of it. You know, I saw the you know, when they first announced it and they had that video of, you know, the sort of prologue of the game with James McCloud getting, you know, being betrayed by Figma Dengar. Playing the Japanese version. Sometimes I like to, you know, let all the dialogue play out for you guys. Today, pretty specific goal of getting those medals, so might be talking over it or skipping some of it, but we're going to do a couple of days worth of just running the game for high score once we get these medals, and we can take our time with that. Daijoubu. I knew so many of the like original lines. There's something I've been wanting to try. Whoops. You know what? I said it doesn't matter. At some point, there's a strategy with this game I really want to start trying to use, which is when you do like you basically shoot these charge shots, but you don't lock on, and that gives you like the best potential to get those multiple hits. I think it's going to be kind of hard, kind of a hard adjustment to start playing like that, but that's what everybody who's like really good at this game, score-wise, that's, you have to use that strategy pretty much. I'm kind of like, I haven't beat my top score in a while, and you know, there hasn't really been a lot of progress in terms of score for me, so I think I'm going to have to switch to that at some point. Yeah. Tater, it was a good day, man. Oh, shoot. I forget that there's more of these guys in Expert every time. It was a good day. Thanks for asking. Not too bad, you know. I got a bit of a late start just because I didn't sleep well last night. Only got a few hours of sleep. Lying in bed. And, you know... I know, sometimes, you know, like... I know I wasn't conscious the whole time, but, you know, I, like, woke up at 4 and it, like, really felt like I hadn't slept, you know? I know good portions of that had just been kind of like... You know, lying there in a relaxed state, but not getting any sort of deep sleep, really, to speak of. Ah! I gotta see this comment in a second, Sir Martin. Sorry, Oh, did I already lose my... How do you lose your... I don't understand how you lose your weapon. We got the weapons upgrade, but... Did we already lose our wings at some point? I don't understand how we don't have the, like, charged up laser. Oh, I get them, right? Oops, well. I'm gonna go for the bomb, honestly. You know what? Score doesn't matter today. We're really trying to go for those medals in the other levels. Score really matters there, but not so much in this level, yeah. I didn't hear about Ethan, no. Yeah. I remember that, yeah. That's too bad. I hadn't heard about that. I you know, sometimes when I call Dad, you know, I get some of the like, hey, here's what's going on back home. I wonder if he knows about that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, damn. Yeah, sometimes those updates from home are good, and other times it breaks down to, you know, who's gotten in trouble, who, you know, who passed away, things like that. I really hate to hear that, man. That sucks. Who needs wings? Whoops. Oh, shoot, get him. We almost got a 200 score on this one. Gonna be one shy, I guess. But yeah, thanks for letting me know about that, Sir Martin. That really sucks. I'm really sad to hear that. This takes a lot longer with just the single laser here. How was your day, Tater? I didn't get a chance to reciprocate the question. Mario piloting the R-Wing. Yeah, that's sad. I'm curious if he was still living in the area. You might have found out through like Facebook or something. All right. That medal's already earned. You know what? Let's cut over to Medio actually. And yeah, let me do that. Of course, switch over there. And we'll hopefully we'll go from here. Well, I guess the bad thing is if I don't hit the warp, then we don't get to go to that third level. Whatever, let's try it. I want to get some practice in on this one. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks, man. It's tough because, you know, you know, I think we can really just take life for granted and kind of like, you know, that's sometimes the downside of taking it one day at a time, you know, is that you kind of lose sight of, I'm only speaking for myself here. I don't mean at all to like, you know, try to chime in on his passing, but yeah, it just like, it's crazy, you know, how, again, you can just think you have all the time in the world. Whoops. Ah! I'm gonna use some bombs, try to get some points. I saw something show up in in between those 4 things there. I don't know how that's activated. I used too many bombs. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, well, again, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Hit these guys. Ah! I hope you're doing well, Sir Martin, and the family as well. Miss you guys. And hey, Dustin, welcome. How you doing, D-Dubs? Yeah. Well, yeah, we are. It's crazy, you know, that it's easy to just forget that and, you know, take things for granted and, you know, makes me want to call the folks. I meant to this weekend and I sort of been feeling a little guilty that I didn't. Boom. Glad to hear you're doing well. Oh, you guys are ripping Peppy to shreds. How was your weekend, Dustin? Doing okay? And sometimes if you kill these big groupings of enemies, you get rewarded for it. A good power-up or something. Ah! So we'll see if we can hit that warp. I'll try to save some, oh man, there's like a lot of little turrets and stuff in that part. Oops. Oh, these guys. Usually end up fighting them for a while, but I just lobbed a bomb just to deal with it. Yeah, same here, Dustin. Yeah, it's going good. Just got it started. I figured, you know, I do want to catch the USA-Belgium game, so I figured I'll just kind of try to get in and shoot for these levels that need the medal, and then might be a shorter stream than some, but I'm not gonna catch the beginning of it. It starts in about 45 minutes, but okay, here's where it gets fun. Also, a lot of chances for like hitting those enemies too in this part. Oops. No, I missed that one. Damn. Well, I do need to really. That sucks. I need to hit this I need to hit the warp there in order to get to the level we want to get to. So. Ah. Well, so there was an American player who got a red card in the last game, and you know, that would typically mean that they can't. Damn. How many lives do I have? Well, you know what? I'm not shooting for score on this one. I gotta remember that. It's hard to want to play this game and not just like always go for max score, but this is not one of the levels I'm trying to do that on. It's already been accomplished. So I had a decent one going, or I missed that last little warp. Yeah, so we got a red card, and then. You know, it honestly, like, I know this, obviously I've got a little bit of a bias here, but it didn't necessarily seem worthy of a red card to me. I'm no expert. And it being intentional I don't think is really supposed to, like, play a role in whether it's a yellow versus a red card and that kind of thing. It's kind of like, oh, you sort of went for the ball at kind of recklessly, and it caused, you know. Basically, he's looking this way. Both of them are kind of facing towards the ball, and he ended up kind of cleating the guy from behind, you know, on the back of the ankle, or, you know. And they called it a red card, which would mean that he's out for that game. And oop, oh god, be able to do a supposed to boost through there, not do a somersault. But so he was out for the rest of that game, and the thing about that is you're supposed to be out the whole next game, or that player is supposed to be out for the next game. Now, you know, obviously during the game that's really tough because the team has to go the rest of the match with, you know, just down a player. They can't sub somebody else in. But the next game, what was supposed to happen is that he basically just couldn't play. You know, they could still field 11 players, but he wasn't going to be allowed to be one. And then it was announced by FIFA that they had, what was the lingo they used? I don't know if it was like rescinded or something, but basically they had decided not to call that a red card anymore. I don't remember the wording that was used. So the whole rest of the world is really pissed about this, and you know, it is in the rules that they can do that, and that they don't really, whoops, have to like give an explanation or anything like that. But I don't think it's happened sort of at this stage in this late stage in the tournament. It happened with some qualifying stuff, like a last qualifying game before the group stage started. And, you know, they basically were like, okay, well, they're out that game. And then afterwards, they're like, well, we're going to let them play their first game. But this particular series of events, I think, hadn't happened. And, oh, yeah, Sir Martin. Yeah, let me see. Thank you so much, Sir Martin. I appreciate that. Is that going to work? Yeah, okay. So through that's the link to like let me just double check that it's still working. Yeah, that's the link to do it via PayPal. that tips me through PayPal, and you know I see it on my end when that goes through. Thank you so much, Sir Martin. I appreciate that. No rush, of course. Can you click that on YouTube? I can. Let me see. If you need if it won't if it won't actually work as a hyperlink, I can paste that to you. Sometimes things get screwy between the two systems, since I'm streaming on both. But yeah, the whole rest of the world is, you know, like understandably pissed that this player, who pretty much had been our best player throughout this tournament, okay. See, that time I got it because I didn't really focus on those big clusters of enemies. I had to do one thing at a time, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Sir Martin. Like I said, no rush. Ah! Oh, bomb doesn't go there, huh? Well, yeah, everybody's really upset about it. Belgium says that they want an official explanation. And yeah, there's been a lot of gnashing of teeth, and you know, a lot of very upset folks. And to make matters worse, get him! Damn. This part gets very Galaga, the way some of these groupings are. To make matters worse, Trump claims that he, you know, made a call to get it done. So that has everybody screaming, okay, corruption, you know, damn. Epi told me to use bombs wisely. I should have listened to the guy. Ah! Just kidding. I've already meddled on this one. There's a lot of chances for hits here, but I had to go and get the wing blown off right at the end. Dang.
God damn you, little microphone.
Yeah. Right, exactly, Dustin. It's honestly like, your Reddit was full of these pretty bad memes from the rest of the world of and one of the first ones I saw was the player when he's getting the red card, and it's a shot from behind the ref, and you know, the classic, they have to show the card to the present it to the player, you know, or rather the camera's behind the player, and we're seeing the ref head on like me here, and the card he's showing is, oh, it's got Trump on it, you know, and and then I saw another one of oh, Trump's getting shown a card and it's Epstein on the card, and you know, there's been and then in the comments, you know, everyone's just ripping themselves to shreds, and or ripping each other to shreds, and so yeah, it's been messy. I mean, yeah, it's been a messy World Cup, MESSY, not to be confused with.
Yo, you didn't have to do that.
Lionel Messi. Yeah. Thank you, Sir Martin. Hey, thank you so much for the big tip. I appreciate that. Thank you for helping to support the stream, and yeah. Awesome. Cool. All right, that peps me up a little bit. Thank you. I'm running on E today, so yeah, that's it. I appreciate that. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's when I saw it live, you know, I can't be totally unfair, or rather unbiased here, but when I saw it live, it looked like it should be a yellow card, but I didn't, you know, I didn't really think that it was a red card. There's some speculation that they might have screwed up the procedure when they go to, because they went to the VAR, the like, you know, the instant where the, you know, where the refs go and look at the instant replays and stuff. And there was some speculation that they might have screwed up that process. And in doing so, you know, like rather than just I guess, you know, throwing that ref under the bus and saying like, we made a bad call, that, you know, they kind of just said, hey, that's not a red card anymore, you know, and they're trying to like not give explanation because I guess, you know, well, who knows? But anyway, everyone has just taken it, everyone is really running with the like corruption angle, and it doesn't help that the president said he called and, you know, told him to handle it and stuff like that. You know, that that doesn't help with that, you know, with people thinking that it was, that there was corruption involved, or that they paid FIFA off to rescind the red card. But yeah. Oh, yeah, it came through, Sir Martin. I was just saying thank you for supporting the stream. I appreciate that. And yeah, I saw it come through. Thank you so much. That helps. We just moved a few months back, and, you know, really trying to it was an expensive move, and honestly every little bit helps, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We moved to save money, and then of course, you know, moving is very expensive. But that's just how it goes. All that aside, yeah, I thank you for supporting the stream and helping me keep it running. Alright, this one is tough, and I need to get a medal. So we might repeat this one a time or two if we don't hit our goal. This is the first level we've gotten to today that I haven't, you know, that still needs a medal on it. So this is when it gets real. Now the issue is, I think you don't medal if you kill too many of their guys. Oops. Pretty sure Slippy just rammed into me. If I kill too many of Bill's guys, I don't think we get the medal, but I'm not positive about that. So right now, a big flying saucer is closing in on us. Damn! Lost another wing. Sounds good. Sounds good, Sir Martin. Yeah. I appreciate you and the tip, and, you know, if you get a chance, tell your folks I said hi. It's good to hear from you again. Thank you again for the tip and to support the stream. But yeah, take care, and yeah, we'll talk soon. See, here it is, the Independence Day. The Independence Day part. Out here with no wings. I wish I could find a wing repair before I have to, before I could get this Star Fox, this box or whatever that Rob64 got for us. Damn. That's right, Dustin. I loved that movie. I saw it in theaters, and I mean, that's definitely a movie to see in theater. Well, yeah, there were a couple of parts, man. It really scared the crap out of me. I was still pretty young at that point, but old enough to really appreciate it all. Oh yeah. So the trick on this one, if I remember, is you really need to kill as many of these little, you know, the drones or whatever, the small craft. You'll notice that the ones that kind of look like our R-wings, those are fellow good guys. They're allies here. It's like the home defense force. And if I remember correctly, the kind of what you had to do is take out enough of those guys and yet still destroy the doors that are on this. You know, because Bill will tell you like when the hatches open on this thing. But the thing is, you don't want to go straight for the hatches. You need to like raise your kill count a bunch, and then. With that being said, I guess I could take out all of them except like one, huh? So the time that I, you know, on regular when I earned the regular mode, when I earned the medal for this one, I'm pretty sure it was like kind of down to the, oh shit, it's blowing up the allies. Pretty sure it was really down to the wire because I had to just keep picking up kills until I went in for the big shot on this thing. So I think I'm gonna leave one of those hatches open because I think once, well, we're getting close to when I can do it though. They're in these. They fly in these kind of tight groupings sometimes, too. Okay. I'm getting close to where I think I can start destroying hatches. Get the last hatch, if it would open up. Okay, they're open now. Did I get +5? Yes. Okay. I think 100 might be the medal on this one. So the big weapon is about to come down from the center. That's not 100, I guess. 150? Damn. Alright, yeah, so this is the hard part is... I mean, I guess it's 150. Damn. But I think if I wait a long time to destroy the main weapon, which is what our countdown is for, basically until this thing Independence Days us all, so to speak. Yeah, if I go in and I destroy that now, that's not, the kill count isn't high enough. Damn, you gotta get a really good start to this level. I could also probably waited to... Yeah, alright, well let's let it destroy everything, because I'm not going to hit the goal total. Oh wait, no. If I do that, it'll just skip us to the next level, I think. Can you retry after you? Or only change? I can't, I think it lets you retry a level after it's beaten, which it would technically will be after it blows the base up. It's not the ending you want, but... Alright, let me just try that real quick. Let's see what it does. I haven't watched this in a while. Oh! Oh! Not good.
It's unfair!
Fox, get out of here, hurry! It's funny, you could see the blown open hatches on the now top side of this thing. Sick. Sad mission past music. Alright, well, I just need to pick up another 20 hits. I think I can do that. Honestly, I think I should save that fourth hatch for even later, maybe. Yeah, bye-bye to the pyramid base. So there, I'm trying to remember what the English, how it breaks down, but there's like a couple of ways that it will tell you if you passed a level, and one of them is, you know, like there's like a mission accomplished, I think, and I don't quite remember the breakdown, but it's one is like what is the higher tier, and then there's like, yeah, you got through it, you know, and that would have been that latter one there. The it was a level, and you did it without personally dying. All right, but I think we can, yeah. This'll, yeah, it takes one ship away from us. You get the death music. I need to work on Sector X too, but well, let's keep working on this one for now. It would really help if I had the weapon upgrade.
Video game trauma.
That's a cool scene, isn't it? And then with the somber music playing afterwards. I love how it shows it beginning to explode, and then they cut away. It was a cool little cinematic. I mean, you know it's done for before they cut away, but I don't know. There's some pretty sweet cinematography in this game. Honestly, it really adds to the cinematic feel. Just how many words? How many times can I cram cinema into this rant? Wait, where's my... There it is. Need my guidelines. My crosshairs. Ah! Sorry, Bill. I'm trying to kill your guys. I think Slippy just got a nice kill. Hey, Balbuck, filmic. There's some filmic elements to this game. I mentioned that I was reading that whoever wrote the like Japanese, you know, they did the script, the dialogue or whatever. I remember seeing this little snippet of an interview where they mentioned that they specifically took a lot of lines, like sort of anime cliche lines, just to really add to that.
Sub, and you get a sub, and you get a sub.
Dustin, what's up, man? Thanks for supporting the stream. The 10 subs, damn. Thanks, buddy. Heck yeah. Man, I feel like I'm failing upwards. I let the base explode and I get, you know, I get 10 kills for my trouble. Or 10 subs. Thanks, man. All right, here we go. Let's start lighting them up. Kick the tires and light the fires. Oops. Sorry, Bill. Okay, see how long I can keep these wings. I think, like I said, if I just get too crazy, I think... Whoops. And I kill too many of Bill's guys, I think... I don't know that we get a medal or not. I just took a few out, so we'll see. Oh, damn. That kills everybody. I gotta be careful with the bombs. Yeah, hey Nick, welcome. How you doing, buddy? There's something else came through. I heard those and then I thought I heard another chime too right after that. I miss my timing to do this one little gag I've wanted to do a couple times now. You're gonna see it at one day. I'll go ahead and spoil the surprise, because I don't think I'll be doing it right away anyway. But I've been wanting to ask the audience to please rise for the national. Please rise and remove your caps for the national anthem of Parvination. And I can't think of a better song than the Mario Kart 64 trophy music playing. I think I'd like to make that the official national anthem of Oh, hey, both wings are gone. All right, now I don't know how long I can I can wait to destroy these hatches. I think you can even take them out when the main weapon is dropped. Let me try that. See if we still get the +5 for each of them. Yeah, I might as well try. And just focus on these guys. Hit him with the U-turn. Oh, there's too many of them. Yeah, thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It does help. Nick, if you get a chance, I was wanting to ask if you've got a Switch 2 yet. If you know, if you've thought about getting one. And you guys know I don't have it yet. You know, it's like, I'm not saying never. Honestly, the library is beginning to build up. I don't really see myself getting one before the end of the year. But yeah. Oh no, the hatches are gone. So that... Okay, well, then you do need to destroy... Man, I wonder how much time they give you on those hatches. That would be just kind of good to know. I don't think I can hit... I don't think I can hit 150. Nah, I'm not going to hit 150 in the remaining 30 seconds. Well, shall we let the base explode one more time? Sorry, Bill. I tried to hit a metal goal. Might have to take out a few of your guys, too. Seems to get good use out of his, huh? Or at least I think I've seen him playing a couple of Switch 2 games on it. Yeah. I know, I have such a backlog. Same here, Nick, and yeah. It doesn't seem, you know, it doesn't seem prudent financially, or really just like, you know, there's no games I'm like, I gotta play. Ocarina of Time is really tempting when that comes out, but, you know, we have Ocarina at home, but... I know, same here, but yeah. I'm for the most part, I'm trying to not watch too much of Star Fox for the same reason, even though I know it's a pretty close remake, you know. In this scene also, if you take out a bunch of the allied ships, you just won't see many flying with you, too. It's a cool little detail. Damn, we're still that... You know, 20 hits off. Well, yeah, exactly. Yes, Palpuck. Yes. Because I've not seen the new visuals of Ocarina, you know, when that one comes out, you know, we're expecting some level of novelty, at least with, even if it's just a facelift. But yeah, you know. I think with Star Fox being the big audio visual, you know, it's what I've seen of this remake, I want to save. I don't want to see every level of it. You know, I don't want to see what every boss looks like. I actually hadn't seen. I guess there was a demo level for Meteo, and I only caught like a little bit of that recently. And but yeah, I'm not expecting much story-wise line, you know, or storyline-wise, or I could just say story-wise in terms of spoilers. But yeah, more like presentation, and you know, I don't want to get to some of the more pivotal scenes and have already kind of like gotten used to that new look. Does that make sense? Like, I'd like it to be a little more of a surprise, you know, especially since I love this game a lot. I don't know. I got to see the boss in Meteo die, and I was like, oh man, that looks sweet. Like watching the ship break apart, and the little kid me was just very excited. There's little moments like that like I've played this game a whole bunch. But, you know, I do want to let a little bit of the, Alright, just lost a wing right off the bat. Yeah. Man, you gotta play lights out on this first part. Shit. Do that U-turn. Yeah, you know, the little bit that I've seen, I think it might play better in motion. You know, I actually saw someone doing a comparison of, and it was only when that demo was out, so they hadn't played more of the game, but they were doing, it might have been GVG, I can't remember. That was me crashing into one of the like allied ships right over the. They showed it like falling apart at the beginning of that cutscene. I love when you can do something to affect the cutscenes in these early 3D games. Easily amused. Ooh, way up there. Yeah. Whoops. I guess part of it for me, and sorry, Nick, I know I was kind of spoke for you. I didn't mean to put words in your mouth or anything, as in regards as to like what you're looking to not have spoiled or anything, but that's sort of what it is for me. I think is like some of the big audiovisual treats, set pieces, I don't know, big scenes. I would like to see that for the first time when I've got a controller in my hands, you know. I'd like to experience that for myself and save some of that. That was actually part of why I enjoyed. I haven't played any of the other parts, but I played that first part of the Final Fantasy VII remake, and since I really hadn't watched anything about it, other than I did watch the like intro cutscene. That was getting me pumped before I bought it myself. But that did mean that there were a few, you know, getting to see some of the bosses and stuff. There were a few like sections that I thought were particularly impressive, at least presentation-wise, that I think if I had watched it and like watched more coverage of the game or more footage, watched a stream or something, I think I would have, by the time I would have gotten there, maybe some of the wow factor would have worn off a little bit, and yeah. I only get one shot at a first playthrough. And I'd rather play it myself than watch someone else do it. Alright, maybe I'm gonna try... Let me get like 3 of these hatches and leave the last one. Because I could probably make up, you know, the 6 hits I would get from a missed hatch. But there's no making up the, Okay, that's 3, right? I think that's that 4th. Yeah, it's telling me to hurry. 4th hatch. Ah, kind of a waste of a bomb there. I might have missed my chance for the 4th. Yeah. The hatches are closed. Come on. It sucks with the single laser. Yeah, okay, so 4th hatch is missed. But the single laser is really making this hard. Because some of these guys, I would have them down, you know. But instead I'm like these guys, you know, it's taking a couple of rounds of hits to... A lot of them are grouped together. At least for a while. I might get it, actually. Oh shit, we have it if we, I think if it's just 150, right? Okay, let me, start working on that center needle. Let's get a good run. Let's go! Oh, man. Come on. I think I got it. Yes.
Thank you!
Oh, fuck. Spoilers, man! My god. I don't see a whole lot of Bills guys out here. we just got enough, yeah. Right at the 150. It is, Nick, yeah. And if you're not careful, you end up spending a lot of an expert mode playthrough with the, you know, with the single laser. You're telling me that Sheik has been Zelda? Or Sheik was Zelda the whole time? Okay, I was missing that one. That wasn't a great, that wasn't a great score, but it's just enough. All right, well at this point I can do solar. Soda. Yeah. I did, yes. I saved the base by destroying it. Sometimes that's what it takes, people. All right, next up, we're gonna go to Soda. At some point I need to get over to Sector X. From Sector X, you skip over to... If you hit the... Oh, I totally missed the warp in that last time. But I guess it would take you to... Does it take you all the way to Sector Z? Or maybe Zonus? No. Yeah, I think it gets you to Sector Z, maybe. If you get that warp. Oh well, let's try This one sucks. Let's do Solder. This is probably my least favorite level in the game.
そこは灼熱地獄だ。青インの機体では心配だ。無茶をするな、フォックス。
頭を冷やしていきますよ。
Good luck.
I don't hate it. But I don't love it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. The more I consider it, the more I think that with Ocarina, there won't be a ton. I think if they were doing something more of that, like, full reimagining, I think that would... We probably would have known about it sooner, and we would have, they might have previewed it sooner, and, you know, like, I think it would have just in general taken a long time to have developed. But, is there anything here? No, this is the first part where you can start getting... You know what? I think I... let me go ahead and restart this so that we get some bombs. I think you guys had mentioned that there was a Metroid 2 remake, but what was the name of that one? You know, I never played the remake of Metroid 1. That one that was for the GBA. I forget its title. It looked cool. I've heard Zero Mission. I've heard good things about it. Oops. Biru? Bill's here. Ow. Shoot the firebirds and glowing space rocks. Man, I really want to try to retool the way I play this game at some point and try to go for those uncharged, like unlocked charge shots. But it feels funky holding the, you know, you have to hit like L and R, or L and Z, I think. It just, I don't know. It would take a little practice. And when you do that, you basically you look to try to put those shots, you want to kill everything with splash damage, essentially, and not like not being locked onto it. And then that's when you get those higher plus combos. I mean, anybody who's really good at this game, that's the way they play it. I've been really, like, I'm kind of topped out at the high score that I've been at. I think that there is room for improvement with some thought with the current way that I play, but I'm kind of stuck around like 1550 for my high score, and I don't think I'm going to get like a big improvement until I start playing that other way. Ah. Too much crashing into everything. Need a bomb right here. That's a huge... You gotta save a bomb for that. Oh, wow. What's a medal in this one? I think it might even be 150. Oh, goodbye, Wing. I could get... Oh, yes! Hell yeah. That looked cool. Oh, way back here. I didn't realize I was that close to death, but then again I did take a huge swipe from the hell monster. Get the firebirds. Kill something. Yeah. Thank you, game. And then there's one more spot where they start just kind of coming straight up from our perspective, I think. Oh, the Sid. I missed a lot of those, huh? I know, Palpite's trying to enjoy a nice soak here in the warm water. Oh. Oh yeah. Getting the 3 gold rings is it's not really been prioritized as much as it should have been. I'm saying I didn't prioritize it as much as I should have. Alright, let's see what we can do. Just swimming around, taking a nice hot bath. Ugh, taking so long. Man, can I dodge that one just by going low? I'm just getting into some trouble just from being too low. Yeah, I think this is a fail. That was much too low. Gotta get over that. The lava looks so, or, you know, whatever. Coronal mass ejections look really cool. The flow of the I'll call it lava. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they say. Like, it's kind of funny because when you go into this level, there's a little... it's a bit unclear as to why you would need to go there. Other than, you know, it's another place where Andross's forces are, I guess, but... but yeah, I guess you get that dialogue about something like you know, basically just General Pepper kind of being like, hey, like it's, I don't know, why go there or something along those lines. Like it's, you can't go there or something. I don't know. It's a bit, it's a little less of like him telling you, hey, here's what's going on there and why we need you, you know. He's been getting me with this, his right hand here. Damn. And did it again. Those hurt a lot more, I think, in this, in expert mode. Shit, I needed to hit some of those. Come on. Oops. Ah, damn. Ah, I missed them all. It's like they don't want to let me die just from the planet. Come on. I don't think it's 100. I don't know, I think it's 150. That's a tough one to, well, let me just see what it says. That's a tough one to medal on. Just the hellfire in the background. Man, I had my yeah, not a medal. I feel like I was sort of like, I had my toes down and heels up, you know, I'm that's the way I like to game. Toes down, heels up. I got a medal. It is 100. All right. Well, what do I do now? Because I guess if I, you know, maybe in terms of best usage of time, it would have been best to try to hit Sector X, and then I think that would have brought us to Sector Z. But can I keep that medal? Is that medal ours forevermore, or do I have to finish this run? You know? That's right. We tamed the sun. Oh yeah, they don't let you do a course change here. Oh, well, I guess that would just take us to Titania, which we don't need to go to. Okay. All right. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll do this. I might, I think at this point, well, I know this, when we played the other day, I died in the second Venom. I ran out of lives on that second run. And, you know, it still gave us the medals and stuff that we'd earned. I think maybe that is done. Maybe I could pretty much like end this run. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm wondering. Well, let me do this. Let me, I'm gonna take a short break, and I might just let the game run, and that'll probably like take down a couple of lives as it is, and then we'll game over, so I can get in real quick and try to, I'll do Corneria Medio, you know, whatever. I'll try to get us over to Sector X here. And, yeah, I'll do that. And then we might have a chance at X and Z. So let me do that. I'll hop into this level, and I might just let it run. And, there's no one at the helm. It's the ship's flying without a captain. Oh, this the tank, the Landmaster tank. Oh, Nick, yeah, it's man, it feels like I did so much of the work back then, you know, like I got really into this game for a little while as a kid, and I really wish I had my childhood copy so that I could see what those scores were. I don't know that they were better. In most things, I feel that I'm with a little bit of practice, I'm a better gamer now. Sometimes I feel like I learn a little more slowly, but than back then, but the ceiling is higher, you know? And I don't know, I really wish I could see those scores that I had back then, because I'm not sure if they were any higher, but it'd just be nice to know. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was back then just putting in all that work. And I think Nintendo Power had a feature or two that were pretty helpful, you know, for like telling you at least what you had to shoot for with some of the levels. I don't know that I ever had a guide to this. Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do this. I'm going to let this game run. And I bet it won't last very long. But yeah. In fact, I'll go ahead and steer into the tank here, or the train. No, not yet, I guess. That won't take long at all. All right. And then I'll get a break in, and we'll do that one more run. And then I'll have to cut it off and go watch the rest of the World Cup. So, all right, guys. This is sad. I can't look away. Falco's like, Fox, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing? All right. Hopefully we come back to a game over screen. I'll see you guys back here in a bit. BRB. Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? Just stepped outside, get the bio break, and yeah, was just seeing the score. We'll see if that gets out of hand. Maybe we'll get an extra Star Fox game, you know, an extra run in. We'll see. Oh, yeah. All right. The goal is to avenge our father's death. No, wait. Sorry. That's no, we're just trying to get medals, I guess, truly. I don't know if we'll get to see James McCLOUD today, but we'll see. We still have Sector X and Sector Z to get medals on, and I did come back to a game over screen. That's good to know, Nick, in case this goes haywire, this next attempt. We can just reset if we need to, or you know, we don't have to finish it all out. I was thinking that I even once I get all the medals and expert, I want to dedicate a stream or two to just score attack and see if we can get, you know, some high score. I don't know, get back on the leaderboard. That wasn't an awful start to that run. I think I can do better in Medio. Oh, maybe a lot better with better bomb management. But yeah. And then, yeah, I'm glad we got the gold, or got the medal on Katarina. Do they call it Katina without that R in the middle there in the English? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Hola, Kevaro. How are you? Welcome. All right, well,
Hola, my good friend.
Well, we'll, all right, so since we're just trying to get medals, yeah, this is the score to beat here, is 1548. Yeah, we'll do a couple streams just trying to go for high score once we get them all. You know, one of those high scores on the board was like I only played expert mode a couple of times until just recently. And one of those high scores was from an expert run, and I think I kind of benefited from, you know, the increased amounts of enemies and stuff. And at least there were a couple of stages that it was like significantly higher than my kind of regular run. Like Corneria was one. There's just a ton of enemies on Corneria. I think if you play lights out, you can do a lot better in the expert mode on it. I don't know if that, I wonder if that's the, you know, like what a lot of folks who do score attack, you know, which version are they playing? All right. Well, I'll go ahead and go into this, and our goal is to get to Sector X or to try to get to Sector Z, but really it would make the most sense to just try to get that warp, I think. And, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it would send us to Z from X. It's been a long time since I've seen that for myself. So it's all practice until the 4th level, really, and then that's when I really gotta hone in. I gotta just jump in for the sake of time, sadly. Oop. I'm getting careless.
もうダメかと思ったよ。
It is bad luck. It's circa the Parvinator, 1997. Although I can't say my vocabulary was quite to that level at that point, but... Okay, here we go. Get this guy before he can... There you go. Oh man, that bomb. Come on. Trying to get these little guys crawling along. Oops. Sorry. Wrong move, Peppy. Sorry. Ah. I don't think it actually lets you attack those guys until you're a little later in the level, but I always go for it. How are we doing? Okay. Cool, let's get bombs. Do 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 do. Doobie-dee-doo, doobie-dee-doo. And give me the gold. Gold ring, alright. Use bombs wisely. Ah. Oh, should have got the third ring. Oh well. Well, not quite as good as last time, but we're not really... Anyway. This is one of those games, sometimes I sound very unhappy when I'm playing it. You know. I'm no speedrunner, but it's not unlike speedrunners hating their runs. Flies through the blast. All right, on to the next level. I got a little bit of Dragon Quest XI in last week. I started that game a long time ago, and it is a very long game. However, it's another game that I've had lots of bits and starts and stops, and you know, I just can't consistently stick to it, and long periods of time go in between playthroughs, but I've played like once a week for the last couple weeks now, and began to make a little progress. I honestly, I would like to try another Dragon Quest, an older one, again sometime. I really enjoyed 3. That was another one that took me a very long time, just because I stopped it and didn't play for several months. We'll switch to Meteo and try to get to Sector X.
その先の隕石群にも敵が潜んでいる。気をつけてくれ。
任せてください。
Does that mean we would have to... Well, I guess we could fail Katina or whatever. Oh, I could have done Sector X last time, I guess, so... but I went to Solar. Too many, damn, too many bombs here at the beginning. Man, this game is totally unrealistic. You crash your experimental space fighter into one asteroid, and you lose a wing. Jeez. What's up, Ichigo? Welcome, buddy. How you doing, man? Happy Monday. Kill the space bees. We're not gonna have any bombs left after that. Once I've had my say. Get him! Second chance to get him! Oops. Yeah, man. How was your 4th? We had a good one. Just really chill. I felt pretty tired after last week, so I really just took it easy. We had a bottle of wine from my wife's grandparents. Little petite Syrah. And oh god. Yeah, that was our weekend. Get out of this, please. Well, you know, that was our 4th, I guess. Just, it takes us a couple days to drink a bottle of wine. But yeah. I was out a little bit on Friday, a little bit on Sunday. I don't drink a ton, but I don't know. This weekend, it had been a long week. Damn. Whoops. Just sort of fat-fingered that. Shot a bomb when I didn't mean to. Get him. I'm on my 4th bottle tonight. You know, it is funny. I was going to pour some for my wife, and I was just we were kind of laughing because, like, whenever we go to her grandparents' house, a glass of wine equals basically like fill the whole wine glass up, you know, and that's not really how either of us get down, you know. Giggle juice. I don't drink much, but when I do, I'll prefer to just have like a single beer or something, but that was pretty good this morning. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Save bombs. I know we're gonna get some in the during the warp. If we manage to hit that. Okay, here we go. Should get in. There it is. Yeah, it takes us a couple days, or a few days sometimes, to finish a bottle. Whoa. Some of these, yeah, I think you can hit that whole thing maybe when they're still in the center there. Oh yeah. Damn. It's terrible. Hard to do this with a single wing and single laser. Again, if some of this feels like Galaga, I'm better at Galaga than I am this level, apparently. It's just these, huh? Just the things on the end of the sticks. I use that brake every now and then. I was seeing a post on Reddit recently where someone was talking about how they always thought it was really eerie that there's no dialogue after the warp. And they're like, the team is just stunned into silence. Or just, you know, sitting in stunned silence. No one uttering a word. Does Palpuck. Nothing like looking up at the stars and feeling a crushing feeling. Realizing how small you are. It's the little things. Oh yeah, I was hearing someone mention that. Oh, maybe I think it was Anton. Zombie Anton was talking about that. Or I came in right at the end of that, I believe, where he was. Hey, Kevado. You know, really just because I always wanted to try the Japanese version. You know, I know the English language one so well, and I played it as a kid. But a couple years ago, I bought a 3D printed cartridge slot for the Nintendo 64 that allows you to play Japanese and North American games. So, you know, once I got that, it was on. I just started trying to collect the, you know, Japanese games as well, and this was one of the first ones that I got. I have 19 Japanese 19 games that came together on an eBay purchase, all Japanese games, and that really you know, got me playing the Japanese versions for a while. So really it's just more like curiosity, you know. I do miss the English voice lines, and I've never heard it in any languages other than English or Japanese, so it'd be that'd be fun if I could get a hold of another version. Although I wonder if in North America it was only sold in English. I'm curious now. It seems like at this time, when they would sell to Mexico and to, you know, some of it would make it to, you know, other parts of Latin America, and it seems like I think at this point they're outside of some games, you know, like Pokemon or something, which I guess was still to come. That was still later. I think that they were just playing the English versions. But yeah, I'd need a PAL 64 to play those versions, or an emulator to play like you know, the European versions. Okay, well, yeah, let's do this one again. It's not that long of a level, and honestly, I think I'll just try to get through it really fast and not go for score. Yeah, but Kevato, I bought this one at a retro store in Southern California that has a lot of... Instantly lost a wing. That has a lot of Japanese games. Well, it was Dustin, but I know for at least a while they didn't really translate a lot of games into Spanish. I don't think you would. I don't know what they did at this point. I'm curious. I think that there might have been a Spanish version that came to PAL, but I know for, at least to my limited understanding, for a while, a lot of games that made it to Mexico, they would translate instruction booklets and stuff, but I'm just laughing because I keep losing wings. But I think for a while they had to play a lot of stuff. English was the only option. But yeah, yes, it is. They were selling like NTSC. So I could take that game and play it with without even that cartridge slot. Without that like 3D printed cartridge slot that lets me play the Japanese stuff. Yeah, I'm curious. Let me try something real quick. I'm curious. For those of you who do speak Spanish, I'm doing my best today, but I'm not gonna. I feel like it'd just be faster for me to do a quick translation here. I'm curious with this game, if you guys played it back then, were the voice lines in English? I was kind of close with what I thought, but I would have had one of the verbs wrong. A pivotal verb. It ties the whole sentence together. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dun-dun-dun-dun. Brazil was PAL and Argentina. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. That sucks that they had to play on PAL. Mexico, I'm pretty sure that Mexico, well, I know that at least at one point it was all NTSC, and, I think in those early days, a lot of stuff wasn't translated into Spanish. When I watch the show Nintendo Mania that was from Mexico, a lot of that stuff that I see is not translated into Spanish. I'll see English language text. You know what? They show some stuff from Star Fox on that. Okay. Right. Oh, cool. EverDrives are awesome for just giving yourself a nice big library of games. Thanks for replying, Gavado. Gracias. He said he didn't play this one back then. I never had it. I never played it back then, but he has it on his EverDrive, so. Or he didn't say back then, but yeah, I never played it, but he has it on his EverDrive. I'm just gonna go quick on this one. I have a clip of some kids on Nintendo Mania, which was this Nintendo sponsored show that it aired on Azteca TV in Mexico, and it did get broadcast in other Latin American countries as well, but it was it was out of Mexico originally, and And some of the stuff I see, I'm seeing like the English dialogue, you know, but they also previewed a lot of things too, so, you know, I wonder if that's what the release looked like. It seems like it'd be a couple of years before they would get games kind of coming out in, best I understand it, that would come out in Spanish on NTSC. Because I think they were kind of like, you know, Nintendo had its official capacity in Mexico, but I don't think that they were fully, you know, able to get like translated games until a little bit later. Okay, next up, levels that we actually need to do well on. I was going to say that at the end of the stream, I have a clip. We should just watch what I do at the end of the stream with the collage. It doesn't have the audio for it, but I found a compilation of commercials for this game, and it included a lot of the PAL stuff, you know, the Lylat Wars, as it was known in Europe. And it had the commercial was in a few different languages, and I thought I saw text from some of the characters that was in a different language. So I think maybe for PAL, yeah, they got it translated, possibly, but yeah. Mario Bros. That's funny, Keimato. That's great. Hero. A local hero. We're gonna go to yeah, I'll link I found Nintendo Mania a couple years back, and every now and then I'll watch an episode. It's fascinating to see. I'll link this for you guys, at least like a the thing is, it was on for a few years, so it I'll just find like a random episode. Maybe something in like 1997. Just really get the 64 rolling. There's a couple channels that have been uploading all the old episodes of it. It's really cool. One second, sorry. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at for too. Let me go here and so I want to find like a single show. Darn. Let me hold on. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Thanks for your patience. I'm curious if anybody wants to see this. It's a fun, you know, even if you don't speak Spanish, you can probably use captions on it at this point. But yeah, it's a cool show. The guy that ran it, Gustavo, he passed away just a few years ago, and he was like, excuse me, he was like. A lot of Spanish language. God, I'm gonna take a break. Sorry. I just get all choked up, man, thinking about the old days and video games around the world. Yeah, sorry about that. Some coffee went down the wrong way, I guess. Do it, Mario. Swing your hands from side to side. I shouldn't have typed in the year. That's where I went wrong. Let me see if I can find the YouTuber that I've been seeing sometimes that just basically posts them in sequence. I think it's a Nintendo Museum is the name. Museo Nintendo. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Here's a random, like, 1996. Let me see if I can find something a little bit later. Whatever. I'll just roll with this. Through this, you guys can subscribe or whatever to Museo Nintendo, and you can find the other stuff. But here it is. I love that he found that, Ichigo. That's so funny. Yeah, and the YouTube account is Nintendo or Museo. No, is it Museo Nintendo? Yeah. These guys do like podcast stuff too. One time I came in like, hey, just, really, and I'm enjoying this, I recently found Nintendo Mania. Thanks for sharing the episodes. And it was kind of funny because I think the guy, they were sort of running this live podcast they do often. One of the guys, I believe, was, as a kid, he was on Nintendo Mania, and he has interviewed the other personalities that were on the show and stuff, and including I forget the woman's name. I believe it's Gabi, I think. But yeah, Gus is the one that passed away a couple years ago, and I was just trying to say that he apparently he was like a really big, like, well-known, beloved fan of these games, and also, he was kind of like Nintendo's point guy for the Nintendo Mania show and their sort of Spanish language, kind of their big, yeah, I guess point man's the best sort of term for it, or seemed to run their PR. I think he ran one of their like early magazines, like the Club Nintendo magazine. That they had their own Club Nintendo. Gustavo Rodriguez. Ah, here he is.
Ya sabes que siempre hay una recompensa más allá del game over.
There's always life after the game over. That was like how he that was like one of his catchphrases. All right. Okay, let me get a couple tries in on this. I bet that first half of the game is coming to an end, or has ended already. I wonder how he found it, Ichigo. But yeah, you're saying you didn't put that in front of him, huh? He just That's funny. I was surprised when my nephew got into a bunch of like gaming memes, including Star Fox stuff. Oh, you know what? Let's start over so we get the bombs. And he knew, before he'd ever played Star Fox, he's doing all the do a barrel roll and some of the. He knew it through the world of video game memes. Yeah. Kind of a different context than from what. Man, bad start. From how I first. Wow, a lot of kill opportunities right at the beginning. Oh, that's funny. You guys are gonna have to watch the whole movie now. Although it might kind of freak him out a little, honestly. This will be a good spot for a bomb, wouldn't it? Oh. Oof. Alright, so this is the first level on this run that I'm actually trying to get a medal on. Because we're down to the last 2 levels. Awful. Oh, okay, yeah. Hercules has some... There's a couple parts, yeah. I mean, you know, just like there's a lot of Disney movies that kind of hit that sort of, I'm really going through the lives now. That, you know, they hit... Of course, they're for kids, but that doesn't mean that they don't get scary. Okay. Got a lot more of those guys that time, huh? Come on, Peppy. Anti-movie, huh? He's all video games these days. Huh? The kid knows what's up. That's a problem, Pal Puck. I skipped the academy. I kind of went through those lives in rapid succession. Not so great. Okay, definitely gonna need to keep our lasers to get this bonus, huh? Or to get I keep saying bonus to get to the warp section. There's a line that Japanese Peppy says that always makes me think he says, "Bag 'em up." Oop, go left. Fox is in that boat, baby. There is the question of, you know, after the whole adventure, Fox, you know, when he's like, he goes it alone right there at the end of the game. I mean, I know that it's personal for him, but dang. Bitter! Help us, Bill. Oh, shoot. It's hard. I really... you gotta balance keeping your laser, you know, keeping your wings intact with trying to get as many points as you can. Okay, save a bomb for the portion with all the mines. Jesus. Rough go of it. You died. I like the sounds as your ship is failing. Oh man, missed that. Yeah, it's gonna be a no-go if I don't get the well, if I die here, it's definitely a no-go, but Jesus, leave me alone, Space B. What the hell? Get this guy. Alright, this attempt is screwed. Gotta get to that stuff. Huh? Yeah, if I don't get an upgrade here, I'll probably just die from, you know, damage alone, but that helps. Ah, laser upgrade right there. Definitely gonna need that. Shit. Oh my god. Why did I do that? This is hard anyway. I would have been running into that. Yeah. Alright, couple more tries. Couple more lives. Feels better to say, a couple more tries, you know? Alright, stay alive. And stay intact. Flew into Peppy, didn't I? Thanks, Pep. Well, I guess I did make it over to where that upgrade was. There are a lot of chances for, I think that there's a lot of chances for hits in the warp. It's been a long time since I've been there. Oops, I thought those were all connected. Damn. See, I don't know if that checkpoint really helps me too much. It might, but the thing is I still need to get the upgrades. Bag them up! Ah! Okay. Cocky little freaks. Oh, god damn it. Speaking of which. Grrr. Boo. Bomb goes right through it, huh? I don't think I made it through those. I don't know. I don't really hear like the unlock sound or anything. Yeah, we're not. That didn't work. I could just try to. Yeah, that would be it, I guess, right? We would launch through there and okay. Darn. All right, a couple more tries. Hit him.
敵と味方の区別もできねえのか。後ろから敵集団早いぞ。間もなく敵基地だ。警戒しろ。
Whoop. Hey, thank you guys for hanging. I know when I get into this game, it's a little harder to keep a conversation rolling. Come on. What in the world is that? Yes. Okay, hold on to this, please. This is the best chance so far. Really, gotta not do anything stupid in this part. Take the safe route up here. So Bill actually helps a little bit. He sends a few laser shots over. There we go. 2. See, they put all this stuff in the way, huh? Damn. May still be able to get it. We'll see. Oh, we'll slow down. Got it. I haven't done this warp in a long time. I don't remember if there's a lot of chances for hits, but like Medio, but God damn it. Careful. So what is it, 150? Could really use some bombs. Hey, Rhizone, welcome. What's up, buddy? Come on. Oh, God, I need bombs. And life. That's okay. Get these guys. This is awesome. I think that's it after this, though. Oh, a little bit more. Get these guys. Lock on, please. All right, if I survive. Go! Metroid Hatchling, what's up, man? John Luigi, how you doing? You know, in addition to Metroid Hatchling, how you guys doing? What's up? Sorry, as you can see, I'm I was a little busy. All right, glory be to John Luigi. Yeah, it is a tough one. I'm doing the expert mode, so you know you blow your wings off so easily. What a funny little pattern too. you know, I beat the hard mode boss on Corneria, but went to Medio. I took the warp to Katina, whatever, and then although we saved the base by blowing up a ship and sending that crashing down to the base, then we change course over the easy one and then warp over here to Sector Z. All right, well, I've got a couple of chances on Sector Z. Unless I break this controller. Yeah. Oh yeah, those fights are tough. Yeah, I'm doing the expert mode, trying to get really just the first goal is to just get all the medals. So, you know, I had a lot of the on previous playthroughs with you guys, I had already done all the medals for my kind of preferred pathway, which is mostly the hard mode, and then I changed course over to Macbeth. But this time, you know, trying to clean up all the other, you know, remaining medals. This is, I remember this one kind of being a close margin sometimes. So yeah, this is the last level I have left to get a medal on in expert mode, and then... I hear you, Slip. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday, Metroid and Rhizone. Thanks for joining. I don't know that I'll finish this run because I do want to watch the rest of this game. It's on right now. So I'm going to try this a couple times before I hang it up. Come on. Missiles, what? Yep, so I was thinking that on the next playthrough, like once we get all these gold medals, I really just want to do some score attack for a couple of days and, you know, see what we can do. Okay, so this one is tough because you've got to destroy the missiles, but also you need to take out so many of the little solo drones as well, you know? That was close. Oh, you can fly into the ship, though, and get repaired, so might do that if we lose any wings, dang. Ah! Nice flying there to avoid me. Okay. Let's go. Well, it's been a life dedicated to the games we love. So every now and then I will hit the brakes on that for some other diversion. Get off me! Damn! Turn around, quick! Let's go. I gotta make sure I think I have to land all the hits too. These guys will try to steal them. I think if they get the last strike on the missiles, I don't think I get the credit for the kill. God bless it. Missiles 5 and 6 on the way. Alright, let's go down and start setting up for him. This guy right on me. Slow down. God. I don't think that's enough kills. I don't know, maybe it's just 50 on this level. I don't remember, actually. Ditching us for sports ball. I know, right? What a jock. What a normie. I don't know. I don't know what the... I don't know. I'm thinking it's 100. Let's see. Well, we didn't let them destroy the mothership. That's good, right? Oh yeah. There was a lot of fun working through that Metroid. I'm glad I've got some classic games I haven't really played a lot of. You know, it gives me something to look forward to. How did that go? Sonic Pocket Adventure on Neo Geo Pocket. That Neo Geo Pocket Color. That I think that version of, well, that Sonic game has been brought up before in the chat, but yeah, I didn't know that existed until recently. Okay. Well, the only real goal today is to try to get those medals. It must be 100. Okay, so that means the trick is to just kill as many of the little drones as you can. Oh shit, no, don't. Ugh, damn it. I meant to change course. Well, I can't back out now. Do-do-do-wee-doo, bee-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo. Damn. Well, honestly, maybe, you know, as sad as it is, I would have liked another attempt or two, but maybe it's about time to call it, because I can't go back to the map. I can only restart this level. Darn. I did that the other day, too. I just gotta be really careful when I get out of a level. Alright, you know what? Obviously, we could play through to the end here, but, you know what? This is probably a decent time to wrap her up, so... I'm gonna hit reset, and let's take a look at those medals. Dude, I like SPA as the, you know, acronym. Sonic SPA. It sounds fun, right? Well, I don't know. I gotta be careful with that, you know. I'm sure there's been some fan art for Sonic SPA, and I'm not talking about the game. Hey, who am I to judge? Right now I'm playing the game that launched 1 million furries. Star Fox 64, baby. It's when Sonic is old and tired. Hey, you heard me, Ichigo. They call it the extra version in Japanese. That's what that breaks down to. Yep, every medal collected except Sector Z. Sorry I screwed that up. I wanted to get at least one more try on that. But that means next time we play, we still got a medal we got to try to get. That's okay. And then I'm thinking we'll play this at least some into next week, because I want to do a couple of streams of just doing runs and going for score attacks. See if we can get on the scoreboard again. Yeah. Sleepy Sonic. What is he like? Particularly kind of slow in that one, or yeah, I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I like the idea of a geriatric Sonic. He's slowing down, you know. He says, "Do I really gotta go fast?" You start to think that when you're, you know, as life goes. That's right. So that's what I need playing in the background. As you get older, you know, we lose friends, and You watch the world pass you by, and at a certain point you're saying, do I gotta go fast, actually? I don't know. Sonic goes to the hospital. I thought Shadow was just Sonic with guns. Sort of like that... Well, it wasn't really a tagline, but the summation of Pal World that I kept seeing with Pokemon with guns, baby. I brought that up when we raided into Reeb's stream the other day. I was just saying, like, you know, I that's what I was seeing it described as before I saw anything else of the game. And he's like, yeah, there's more to it. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's Pokemon with guns. Like, well, yeah, okay, but yeah, that's actually, you know, a decent breakdown. Just Sonic with guns. And well, even more attitude. He curses, too. Shadow does. Alright. Let's hear some Shadow the Hedgehog. I know he's on here somewhere.
Shadow. Damn you.
Well, that's not him, but...
Damn, a dead end. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Watch your language, man. Jeez. Alright, guys, this has been fun. I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Alright. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah. I was like, let me go look at the score real quick. And then maybe I'll keep going. But yeah, let me just wrap it up. This feels like a natural time to end it. How you guys doing? That's right. I failed my dad. Sorry about that. Dear old dad. Screwed up. Oh, fuck. Yeah. R.I.P. Fox. That exactly. Old James McCloud. And never be as cool as he is. You know, I only got a few hours of sleep last night, but imagine the kind of stuff, the kind of conditions this guy used to fly. You know, like, you know, he's coming in hungover, smoking a cigarette, and, you know, just still taking care of business. All the way up until Pepe Dengar betrayed him. Yeah. He's a lot like the old football players who, yeah, they were on, you know, they were all smoking cigarettes and doing a bunch of drugs, and yet they were still the best out there on the gridiron for that time, you know? He could have played for the Raiders. All right, guys, I'm going to get a break. Well, not a break. We're going to wrap this thing up. Who's streaming right now? I'm going to do a raid and run. Oh, Tater's on. We'll go. Let's see. I hope we can get into Tater. Okay, he hasn't started yet. Perfect. All right. Yeah, all right. Fox parties. Palpuck asked when we're getting into the hen house, you know. We don't see much in the way of these, of him being a fox in this game, other than, I guess, his, smooth flying. That doesn't really make sense. Yeah, let's do a Tater raid. Oh yeah, you know he's smoking in the cockpit. I'm watching, sorry, I'm just seeing... I was just watching our R-Wing as it just, you know, quickly ran out of energy here. I should have stopped the game. It's very distracting. All right, let's get back to that schedule. I'm gonna get us out of here. Thank you guys for hanging. Thanks, Ryzone. We'll go hang with Tater. Looks like his stream's about to start. I'll do a short collage for you guys, and then this says Tuesday, although I'm gonna be out tomorrow. I'm gonna go see a concert. Kurt Vile. Really stoked about that. I've seen him a couple times. And I'll be back kind of late from that, so I won't be able to get a stream in. Maybe I can try Wednesday. If not, for sure Thursday. But I'll let you guys know on Discord. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. In just a couple of minutes, I'll get you over to Taters. Thank you so much for hanging. Sorry for the short stream, but I appreciate you guys coming through for it. And, yeah, Dustin, thank you so much for the gift subs. And And to T. Martin, I really appreciate the very generous gift. Thank you for that. And thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks to all of you guys for just watching, chatting. That's another way of support, and I really appreciate it. If anything, it's really fun. Thanks for being here. I'm going to get out, guys. I'll see you over in Taters in just a bit. Bye-bye.
Don't buy any unripe bananas.
Hello there.
I'll do my best.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world. It's almost over.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser.